February is Heart Health Month.
And today, registered dietitian Dana White is sharing some heart-healthy foods that actually taste great.
And not only are we going to get healthy, but we're going to clear up a lot of confusion because there's so much. People think, oh, I'm eating this and it's healthy and it's not. So what do you want us to know?
Okay, so nutrition is all about myth busting, you know, really. And when it comes to heart health, it's one of the most confusing areas because there's certain things that you want to eat less of. There's things you want to eat more of. Right. So we can maybe set the record straight, but then in easy ways that you can do it kind of throughout your day, because that's the other thing too.
Got to get it in.
You have to make these changes kind of consistently, otherwise you're not going to get the benefit of it. Okay?
This salad looks like something I would order, not even being concerned about being on a diet.
Right. Well, and that's the thing too. That's how it really should feel. Okay. So I think we start with a little bit of green tea. Because in terms of it's hydrating, it has, even with a little bit of caffeine in it, it's lower than a lot of coffees and things. Yeah. You can adjust it. If you add ice to it, you dilute it a little bit. Tons of antioxidants. Really, really good for circulation. An easy fix, I think, for most people. I like the flavored green teas because they don't have a lot of sugar in them, and that way you don't want to be adding you want to add a bunch of sugar. Yeah. So I just think it's a really easy thing. Hot, cold, however you want to do it. I put it in smoothies if I have leftovers. I use the brewed tea for smoothies.
And it's so easy. Like here at work, we drink a lot of this because it's just, you know, you add hot water and you've got a drink.
Yeah, and nice. A flavorful one. Yes. You know what I mean? So there's something. So that's the one drink, and then now we're going to talk about the different types of foods.
Okay.
So I love this salad. I love this salad. And this is about, you know, look at all that rainbow, all those antioxidants are great for heart health. Now we're talking about lowering that bad LDL cholesterol, which really most people, that's their issue for heart health, okay? So coming back to my friend corn oil here, okay? Corn oil, it's so versatile, and you and I were just talking about that study.
Yes.
There was a study published in the Journal of Clinical Lipidology, and it compared and it found that using corn oil actually helped lower cholesterol better than extra virgin olive oil.
And I think a lot of people think, oh, don't use corn oil, don't use vegetable oil, this is bad for me.
Right, and it's really, really not true. The corn oil has these plant sterols, which are these plant-based compounds that actually fight cholesterol.
But if you're buying this at the store, I can see this ingredient, one ingredient, corn oil.
Yes.
Is that not the case with all vegetable oils? You got to make sure you're just getting corn
blends.
oil.
Sometimes they're blends. So for the corn oil, I love the Mazola. I have a salad dressing recipe I'm going to share with you guys in a minute. But yeah, you always want to check. Sometimes it is a blend.
Yeah, and you want to be careful too when if it says heart healthy on that salad dressing, the sodium content is completely out of whack, and it negates the heart health factor.
Right, and if you can make your own, you're controlling the ingredients, which I really like. And so this is a nice swap. So we were talking about coconut oil a little while ago. Coconut oil gets this health halo for being super good for you. It actually has more saturated fat than butter.
And it does raise cholesterol.
It raises cholesterol.
I know the trainers, they don't say that. They say it's the oil you can eat and it won't put fat on you. You're saying that is a myth.
It is a myth. It is a very popular myth. So the idea is, where can we swap out those sources of saturated fat and replace them with unsaturated fat? And this is a perfect example of how you can do that. So this is a creamy chipotle vinaigrette. You put it on this beautiful salad and you have a really satisfying, heart-healthy meal.
And you said really we should get into making our own dressings.
Honestly, I threw all these ingredients in the blender. So I took this recipe from Mazola.com. It's the chipotle vinaigrette. I put about 5 or 6 ingredients in the blender, and that's it.
And then you've got it in a jar.
And I use it as a dip. You make extra. It's absolutely awesome.
Wonderful.
These, I've been nibbling on these. Hippies. But they're delicious. I want to get them for my kids.
Yeah, I have a dietitian friend that says, give peas a chance. And that's just like ringing in my head. I put these in my kids' lunchbox. There's a really easy, healthy, crunchy snack, which I think we need more of those, you know? They're gluten-free, they're vegan, they're non-GMO, they're baked, not fried. They really are this nice, composed, crunchy snack that you can feel good about eating, which I think we need more of those. So this idea is like, it's okay to snack, but you don't want to snack on garbage.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Especially all the stuff with all the junk in there, all the chemicals and things.
Right.
And this should keep them a little bit more full, or us a little bit more full, because it has a little protein in it.
Yeah, so definitely, it's made from chickpeas, a great plant-based food, and these are also easy to find. You can buy them at Stop and Shop, which I really like, because that's the other problem, is if you hear about this great snack and then you can't find it anywhere.
They're available, and you know what's nice about those? It's got that crunch factor, so you feel like you're getting a snack, right? You feel like you're doing something.
You want your snack to have some protein in it, so this is a good option for that. And I've been known to maybe like dip it in the salad dressing or something like that. Have it with a piece of fruit, and you'll feel satisfied.
This is beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. Okay, so my last tip here for heart health is eating some nuts, okay? And pistachios are a super versatile option for this. And I think, we had this idea of, snacking on, you can have them in the handful, you can put them in trail mix. I like to add them to my recipes. So the pistachios work really well. I would add them to grain bowls and salads. We could even use them as like a crouton replacement if we wanted to. And you're getting those healthy fats. 90% of the fats in pistachios are those healthy, unsaturated fats that we're looking for to promote our heart health. And these, I think this is like the trifecta, right? So we have plant-based protein, we have fiber, and we have those healthy fats. So it's going to make this grain bowl even more satisfying just by adding the crunch of the pistachios.
It says it right on the back. Eating 1.5 ounces per day of most nuts like pistachios are part of a diet low in saturated fat and cholesterol and may reduce your risk of heart disease.
That's right.
So also people are worried about fats and things like that, and that's another myth, is that most Americans are not getting enough healthy fat, right? We need more of it.
You need fat. And I think that was kind of the trend a while ago, is don't eat any fat.
Right.
Like, you know, all fat makes you fat. That is absolutely not true.
Eat fat, get thin.
The healthy fats actually help. They help with exercise. They help fuel your workouts.
Right.
It's the unhealthy fats that we have to watch out for.
Balance.
Exactly.
Now,
exactly. So
I know people are going to ask, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but they're going to ask, where did you get this recipe?
So this is on my website. This is a Mediterranean wild rice salad or grain bowl. So this you can find on my website. I made the wild rice in my Instant Pot. We know I love my Instant Pot because it just cuts down the cooking time. And then there's some lemon and lemon juice and lemon zest is the dressing with some olive oil. Celery, the pistachios. Today I used goat cheese and dried cranberries, but I like to mix it up. In the summer I'll use tomatoes, pomegranate seeds go really beautifully on this when they're in season. So you can really mix it up, use that kind of base recipe, and then you can play around with it.
And you could have a big portion of that. That could be easy lunches to pack, or throw some chicken with it if you want to do a side dish.
Sometimes I'll do it with salmon. It's really lovely. And then other times I just have it by itself. And the crunch of the pistachios is like my favorite part. It's a little bit salty, and it makes it really satisfying.
So yummy.
See, we can do this. It's not that hard, right?
You can do this, and you can find all her awesome recipes and healthful eating tips on Dana's website. It's danawhitenutrition.com, and you can also follow her on Instagram and on Twitter.
Nice.